for the Brody matchup. They take the Minotaur away as well. Valentina mid is also an option.
That was what I'm about to bring out, because if they pick out the mid laner in red 4, then they close out their Valentina possibility in red 5.
Yeah.
Because there's still 2 picks on the board for ONIC.
This Mathilda goes mid, then the Bellery goes roam.
I think it's Bellery XP, Mathilda roam, and a Valentina mid here. I think.
Alice for the XP if they lack magic damage, but I don't know. Up against the Fanny, it's still pretty okay against the Barats in that XP lane. But
might just be a Eudora here, to be honest. But I think I prefer the Valentina.
Yeah.
Just for the ceiling.
With the Bravesman as well, a bit safer against the Fanny if you don't get that lockdown. They go Lilia. Oh, that was the other option I was talking about. So, yeah.
ONIC against BIGETRON. Will ONIC be able to start their defense and beat their Kryptonite?
Oh, they know.
Rematch at the Grand Finals. ONIC starting things out strong with Sans on the Selena. Instant prio. Over in the jungle, Kyrie clearing it out so quickly.
Okay, I thought Finn was going to get a single trap for himself, and ONIC set up a trap there, but looks like talent prediction is going to come up really, really soon.
What is that emoji?
The goat!
All of them are goats.
Who's the goat?
All of them.
All of them.
Okay, all right, all right. Now, I want to talk about the Fanny of Kyrie, though. I believe until the end of the season of Season 17, Kyrie's Fanny still stands at a 100% win rate.
Oh.
So that would be a streak breaker here for BTR if they actually manage to topple down Sky King itself.
You see the combo, by the way, of the Minotaur and the Selena together. You get the knock up and you get the instant Abyssal Arrow landing, so the trades are just good. And Man up top, though, already showing why the Brody is such a menace in this meta. Kelra. Whoa, with a jumping forward. I don't know about this. Eman still has regen, right? He gets a stun as well, wins out the trade, and Eman very, very healthy.
Yep. That lane matchup we have seen for the longest time has always been won by Eman, the laning king, as far as the gold lane goes. But Sans eats up a lot of magic damage there from the Lilia.
Yep. Even Niall sent over. Remember, no purple buff for Kyrie in the upcoming neutral objective. He did blitz it earlier, so it is going to be coming up quick now, but Niall's going to walk up. Able to get the immobilization, double time on Sans. It's a flicker out, but Niall secures the kill with the retribution. That's first blood to BIGETRON.
Oh man, that was potential of Hirara, ladies and gentlemen. Sans thought that he gets more than enough room to get away with this Selena, especially with an extra dash as well, but it does not matter, the chase is crazy.
No retribution, no problem. Great Wrath of the Dryad zones them away, and BIGETRON stay disciplined. They do not go for unnecessary brawls.
Defensive Wrath of the Dryad from Shogun, but it seems like BIGETRON have a lot of ways to stay healthy with the guiding wind.
Whoa, double taunt. Now that, immobilizing and untargetable, the retribution from Kai, the circling eagle! Follows him through all the way! Even through the cables! Shogun still able to survive. That's an arrow taken away by Moreno, and Shogun gets out to safety now as that's the black shoes! And Niall claims a double. Sans can only just watch as his friends die in front of him.
BIGETRON by Vitality, again showing why they are their kryptonite. ONIC lost in the first skirmishes.
Oh!
For the part, memory might be popped. As Eman BMIs to safety. My oh my, 4-0 for BIGETRON by Vitality, Chefin.
Yeah, it's crazy because BTR, this might be the best start to a game in Season 18 overall. In terms of economy, and look at how much game time has elapsed. Only 3 minutes, 2K. ONIC, they're trying to make up the loss in the turtle pit, knowing that Niall does not have the retribution with a retri steal towards the purple buff. But you gotta realize, Sans, as the Selena, if he does not land the arrow, there is literally zero use for the Selena, so it's not like the usual mid laner that you play with.
And there are a lot of ways to actually be safe from that arrow. Upon impact, you're always going to have that Mathilda behind you to hitchhike a ride with the guiding wind. Look when Eagle catches Kyrie back in the previous fight. So ONIC now losing tempo, and BIGETRON are the ones trying to invade this jungle because Kyrie's gonna need this purple buff. Niall has Sky Piercer available.
Yeah, Abyssal Arrow, Shogun walking up as well. Ludpi, small Dino Man, trying to get the big guy stacks. The taunt, able to go in. Retribution, still good for Kai. Able to secure his purple buff. Now, both junglers, no retribution.
Dude, I love this game. I love this game. Look at the XP. Like, all the XPs are not even clearing their lane.
It don't matter.
It does not matter. They want tempo in the mid lane. They know that the jungle is the one they play for.
That's the main character right there in the current meta. Unless you have a Brody, I guess, right? Because early on, you're also going to be playing with a Brody. That's why they're just going to trade this. Onyx sending 3 members over to the neutral objective. The others go straight into the bottom lane. They know they don't have the early game to match this kind of tempo. BIGETRON. So they just go for a trade.
Yep, Kyrie's even counter jungling, getting that lizard camp. Possibly farm up a bunch for himself.
Dude, Eman got everything. Turret gold.
Lutpi's gonna get dived under the turret here, it seems like.
They go for the pick. Finn is still there with the guiding wind. Missile arrows right there as well, but Eman should be able to find it now as he's gonna get clapped. Boom! A knock up and the first kill on the board for Onyx. A little bit of a disrespectful move by Eman.
Yes.
Good CC layering there. From the chomp into the arrow, and they're able to get him down, even if the Matilda guiding wind was there. So, but it still shows how safe Eman can always be. Kyrie gets this turret.
That is an amazing, more than great punish from Kyrie. That is the most important turret, auto turret in the game. And that should give a lot more room to Sans and Kiboy to roam around the map, especially as a Selena. That's what you want in this mid game.
Look at the lead, it's completely gone.
They're fading.
But because they revealed themselves in the mid lane, now it's going to be very tough. The purple buff taken by Nile, even with an early retry, it is no problem.
Again, like if you have a Selena, you don't really do anything in that kind of situation. There's really nothing that you can offer.
Well played, Calra.
You have to win the river, you have to win the mid battle before you're really useful in that. Oh man, 1k gold lead though. Good recovery from Onyx.
Very good.
Kelro's looking for a trade as well. Down bottom farms up those minions. Even if this turret's still empowered with the shield, so it's not going to get taken down easily. But Kyrie gets a purple buff for himself. I believe that was from Nile's jungle. So good pathing, good counter jungling as well from Onyx. Just trying to secure all the win cons for this Fanny to function. But Eman needs to be careful of that Barat's chomp, of the Tona's welcome, because that will be the biggest problem. Keyboy with the conceal. I don't think he's going to commit to Moreno. This Lilia is super safe.
Dude, I just realized, like, Kyrie is leading in gold. Oh, not really. Until,
that bit, 100.
You know,
now he leads.
Even Stevens.
2 totals, 3 kills for Nile. Kyrie has not amassed a single kill.
That's just Kyrie things for you, man.
Yeah.
Man's still kind of good at video games.
Kind of.
Touch some grass as well.
Ooh, Shogun's making Lutpi try to touch grass right now with the roots. Good taunt. Now a start on the neutral objective as Nile clears out of the bottom lane. Abyssal Arrow doesn't land. Moreno's trying to chunk the Barats down, and Lutpi will be taking that damage. Has the healing of the Minotaur, is able to poke. Oh, now it's going to be the all-in over to the back line. Eman able to flicker out the safety now, but the Abyssal Arrow doesn't land as Eman gets the shot on Kai for now. It's now walking up. Oh, way too aggressive, Sans. That's a big chomp, but Shogun's going to wait in front of him. That's him, chomp down, but now he's going to go for the untargetable, and now he gets away. Now picks up the double. Now he walks up again. He reads the BMI move, and the Purify comes in a bit too early. Nile, we're going to dive in forward. A triple on the Sky Piercer. Kai picks up the purple, but that will be it. BIGETRON. Now, they don't... Are they going to go neutral objective? They are, okay.
I thought they were going to go and cycle the Lord, let it respawn.
I thought.
But I thought that was just supposed to be good engage coming in from Onyx with the Mino and Fury. But still caught off guard for the players of Onyx. And even Sans with the positioning, well, he got caught. And BIGETRON by Vitality now. Spoils of war in their hands. Even a malefic gun for Eman after they have to see. So he can hit from afar. And Onyx, how do they recover?
Yeah, I don't think they want to go for this one.
Oh, Dino.
Circling Eagle. Okay, that would have been a bit too crazy. Yeah, really good guiding win, man.
This is why I said BTR's draft is better than Onyx, because there are more ways to roam. Look at that turtle fight earlier. You know, Keyboy engages. Look at how many peels that BTR has. The guiding winds, the amount of Purify, the untargetable from Nile. Then all of a sudden, Shogun just strikes back, re-engage as a Belleric. So they can do that. Meanwhile, Onyx cannot. And I feel like Keyboy was trying to set up for an Abyssal Arrow for Sans earlier, but didn't manage to actually chain it. And that is why I think BTR was able to win the team fight earlier. But I was surprised by Onyx, or especially Lutpi, to still go for the chomp despite knowing that they're on a losing position.
Moreno's James Bond, 007 right now for the Lilia. But there are multiple ways for BIGETRON by Vitality to really bring this Belleric up front. With the guiding win again, the re-engage has been very solid from them as Coach CW looks from afar, hoping for a turnaround from Onyx.
Oh, they take it. It's Finn. who secures it, gets a guiding win for Shogun to escape as well.
Kyrie is still keeping up with Nile.
It's insane.
How is this possible? I guess it's like the waves, but still though. This is impressive.
Obviously, it's his Kyrie, man.
Just Kyrie things.
Generational talent.
And it's 1.6k gold, quote-unquote, only.
Yep.
For BTR.
Elite
Go up top.
MLBB.
Counter jungling as well, just getting all the creeps, and the camps, the beetle, and possibly that golem. But 8 seconds to the Lord as BIGETRON tries to reassign the lanes down bottom. It's going to crash onto Onyx before it gets stalled. Now, BIGETRON by Vitality. Will they be the ones to pull the trigger as Onyx sets up the traps via Sans? And so far, BIGETRON are able to eat those traps up. Good arrow to Iman, but nothing to follow up.
Fortunately, people were too far away and they have a guiding win still. Now Sans looking for the angle, able to go for the abyssal arrow again. Almost catches him on. Now it's Finn, kind of angry about the situation. The bottom lane, I wonder how it's looking. The arrow again doesn't land. BTR still playing this game, but the top lane is looking good for Onyx.
Yep. So even Stevens down bottom as well, but BIGETRON by Vitality playing up as 5. Kyrie's just gonna hide in the shadows, and he knows he doesn't want to be the one to start the Lord. Good arrow to Iman.
Very good arrow. Almost catches him on in the missiles. There in the mid lane, it's gonna be Kelra clearing it out. Holy shield still ready. The tier 2 as well. BIGETRON will try to go for the gamble instead of clearing out the mid lane. Now as Kyrie walks up,
Shogun
trying to bait out the black Shogun! Rather than try it. Over on 2. Now it's gonna be the red tree over from Nile to secure it as Keyboy can't do anything. Torn apart memory. Wasn't in range at the time. Now the circling eagle, the re-engage from Finn. He goes over the knock up on 2. Now able to get the immobilization. Now, but he doesn't get knocked up. Kelra just with a bit of poke. Lord over to the side of BIGETRON.
Clean from BIGETRON by Vitality.
Yeah, beautifully played. And the amount of arrows that Sans landed is actually quite low than I expected, knowing full well that Sans' position is probably the best in terms of like dealing the arrows there. Literally 5 members are lined up for BTR in that position, but he managed to only land 2. Onyx though, now they're in the back foot. This is not made for the composition. They're not expecting to be in this kind of position, bro.
Yep. To defend it, it's going to be quite hard for Onyx. Only
1v1 down
low,
low.
possibly, but down 1v1. Kyrie against Nile.
It's very tough to get a 1v1 here, right? Like, oh, I thought that was going to land on him, man.
Yikes.
He's able to get away, but Onyx have dealt with it well.
Chomp.
Goes in for the chomp, but it's only onto the bell ring. Now he flickers it forward. The blazing direct comes in from Kelra, but Iman's going to go for the 3 hits again. And Shogun's going to take it low, but Iman is still able to survive with the guiding win, and Iman gets a torn apart memory as Nile wipes them back all the way. Sans gets the arrow, but look P, he's a lone dino, now extinct. Moreno takes him out.
Mass extinction from the red robots, and Onyx lose 3. I thought that was going to be a carry from Kelra. As Kyrie runs away, the Claude hits like a truck already, but there is no angle for him to go in. Sans almost gets eaten up, and now it's just going to be Kyrie and Sans defending. 2 seconds to Keyboy.
Big arrow lands finally on Nile, but there is no follow-up. Iman will just be able to go for the turret there in the far lane. He goes for the stun as well. That's the guiding win to bring him back as Keyboy walks up with a stun. He gets it. Oh, just out of range. Moreno was able to purify out of the way, and I think Keyboy kind of botched the flicker.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I think there's a bit of hesitation with Keyboy. Should I go in or should I not? Because
flickered after the knock-up.
Yep.
Yes,
okay.
the third one. That's why the flicker right now is on a cooldown. But what an engage coming in for BTR, or re-engage actually. Onyx though, that was so close in that purple buff earlier, but just the optimization as well from especially Eman. I like this, the respect that is given towards Onyx.
Yep.
If it's a normal team, he probably wouldn't have bought the Rose Gold Meteor, but this is a special case. Tough boots, Rose Gold, and
Wind of
also
Nature.
Wind of Nature as well.
Double.
That's literally all utility for Eman. This is not the usual Eman that we see.
Yep.
And even then, he's doing that much damage. Like earlier, torn apart memory on Kelra.
And that's probably why Keyboy was hesitating a lot of times, because there's too much layers that you have to uncover. You have the Minotaur, you have the Mathilda guiding win as well. How the hell do you want to get Brody?
There's no targets. Even the Lilia has Purify on black shoes. On top of that, a guiding wind.
Double safety. You can never be too safe. At times, Kyrie recalls safely. But yeah, Kyrie also picks up the Brute Force Breastplate as to not really get CC'd in that extra tad bit of defense. But Onyx now, how do they want to contest this? Because so far, BIGETRON are layering the front to back very well.
Arrow.
Down to the back with the arrow. Kelra comes close as well. Lord taking down half HP.
Yep, Kyrie's gonna be looking for the play right now, but the Retribution's clean for Nile. Shogun, Wrath of the Triad, Lutpi's all alone. Now take it out again, Nile. An absolute monster on this Hirara. The Sky Piercer stacks. You're gonna feed him another. never mind. Eman takes the kill. He wanted it a little bit. Ooh, away from the arrow. Purple, but oi, 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 he's very aggressive.
He's very hungry as well. 8-0-3. This Hirara is going on an absolute rampage. Kyrie, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, good zoning. Stun lands on Shogun, but look at how good Shogun's playing this Belleric. He's standing in front, taking those arrows, now getting the healing from the Mathilda as well as BIGETRON. Try to go for the end now against Onyx. Arrow lands on Moreno. Kyrie's giving the play. Moreno still has the Purify and the Black Shoes, so they are still good, and they have a Lord that's very healthy. Up top, arrow lands again on to Finn.
A lot of members to eat up the arrow, but this might be the last siege. Can Onyx defend this? Lord is close to the crystal.
Good arrow into the back. That's going to be the Flying Clouds, bringing Keyboy into position. But now it's a Black Shoes that's still ready for Moreno that they can utilize. That's why Keyboy is hesitating on the engage now as Kyrie walks up and now gets stunned up by Eman. Pops on the top of memory. Not enough to take him down. That's Lutpi with a pull onto Moreno, but still he has the Black Shoes. And that's why they're still hesitating. BIGETRON stripping Onyx down to just their base. 3 base turrets down.
How do you recover from this? I feel like at this point, hold on, Shogun still in the front line.
Blazing duet into Keyboy. Eman getting chomped down as well.
Look at
That's
Niall.
him thrown again. He has
Look
him with
at
an edge, but Niall's in the back line trying to end the game. What a play. Arrow doesn't land. Niall able to get the untargetable. Oh, even here, it's not over yet.
A surprise engage from the gold standard. Kelra goes in with the blazing duet accompanied by Keyboy. So take a look at this replay by Infinite GT50 Pro. Chefin, break this down for us.
What I like about it is Kelrak goes in first instead of Keyboy. So now BTR knows, or at least their first thought is, this is not going to be anything threatening because it's only the Claude. We have a lot of shields, we have a lot of healing, but Keyboy comes in with the first kill and the flicker as well. It was layered perfectly. Onyx literally pulled something out of nothing.
Oh my god. Pull a rabbit out of the hat. Magicians as they are, Onyx might have tried to turn this around, but it's a far cry from over. As they try to reassign the lanes, at least they're able to get a few turrets, but yet to get the inhibitors. So they still have to deal with this ever so pushing empowered minion.
What's crazy is after all that, no bounties given. Yes, Eman died. Yes, a few members had to fall. But the only man with a bounty is Niall.
Oh, 50 stacks. And a complete set of items. 13k gold in his pocket right now. How do you even stop the Hirara? Like, if you want to arrow him down, if you want to lock him down, he has the iframes to hide from it.
I think you have to play just like earlier. Hirara is not the one that you want to go for. Unless you get a solid arrow that somehow stuns Hirara for like 2 seconds, which is impossible right now. But now BTR is going for the Lord.
Yep.
Cycle of
Onyx
defended
can
Lord.
do it. Oh my god.
Circling Eagle on Sans again.
He's dead.
Untargetable for Niall. He goes in, over the way, onto the back line. He gets pushed down by Kai! And now it's Lutfi and Keyboy to look for the initiation. The arrow doesn't land, but Onyx have control over the neutral objective. It's a 4v5 with Niall finally shut down.
The cold-blooded jungler is gone, and Kyrie might want to take dibs on this Lord. But Keller just holding on, hitting away. Keyboy with a flank angle. Can he get something? As the Lord gets reset again. 25 seconds on Niall. Can Onyx do something? Can they pull the trigger?
Oh, Kai, no! He goes in. Keller walks up as well. That's going to be Keyboy walking up, and Eman is able to flicker around and torn apart memory, takes him down. Eman still in the back line right now as Moreno walks up, and Eman still has a rose gold. Big chop over from Lutfi. A big play, but Immortality comes around now for Eman. The guiding win as well as he goes for the spooch. He gets the damage down. But now it's Moreno with the chase onto Kelra. They're trying to stop the recalls of the minions, try to end the game. Kelra walking out past Immortality. That's another guiding win as Niall joins back into the fight. Keyboy chased down, has to flick around, and folks, we got a game in our hands.
They defend the minions, but BIGETRON are on the hunt!
There you go, that's the Immortality. All that work just for a drop of blood for now. Niall wants more though. He goes untargetable, he goes for the dive. This is greedy, and Kelra punishes him. Moreno in the back, Kelra with the blazing duet, the arrow lands, but it's into a Purify. Finn with the photo gives Moreno enough sustain to survive.
Holy cow, what a game! And for a brief moment, we'll take a breather. But man, non-stop action. And Onyx are now the ones in control of that gold lead. Even if it's irrelevant. in this stage of the game.
This is where the risk-taking tendency of Nile is showing up. That was a bit unnecessary, especially with the fact that BTR, I feel like, outscaled ONIC just by a little bit, but now ONIC has the economy advantage. At this point, though, it almost does not matter. Look at the gold graph. It's an immediate swing for ONIC, 2K currently, but they don't have structure to work with. This is still a losing game for ONIC.
Yep, I agree.
There's so many structures that advantage stays still, even though the lead is completely gone back. Yeah, look, I mean, look at that. That gold graph.
Unless a steal happens from Kyrie, which I think as of now looks unlikely. Ooh, Nile. So aggressive, looking for the picks. And so far this Claude, very online in the late game. This is where it thrives again. The arrow lands. Good way to zone out. Kyrie's working up top. Looking to open up the turret. But this Lord, they can dance to Kelra. Oof.
That was very risky. Kyrie's up top. Oh my god. Kyrie wants to go for the end, I believe. The Abyssal Arrow lands again, but Shogun's able to tank it up. Now the chop. Oh, he lands it on Iman. Oh no! He throws it the wrong way. Iman's able to go for the nature now as he kites back again. Oh, Iman surviving again, but it's on the all-in as Kyrie rejoins the skirmish. Nile finds a shutdown. Now Moreno with the chases. Nile walks up again. Able to find the Sky Piercer, but Kelra. Body immortality. It don't matter. Nile gets a double. Lipsy gets taunted. The whole team corrals over as Kyrie tries to look for the angles to go in, but now gets a triple in the end. And now it's the KK, Kyrie Keyboy against 4 members of BIGETRON.
Is it over? Can they defend this? The minions are coming in.
Kai with the cables again, able to defend for now, but a mini wave comes in around again. Oh my god!
Crystal!
From BTR's Moreno, and they go straight for the base. It's a kill. It's another. It's BIGETRON securing game 1.